Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to Principles of Management class. And in Principles of Management, we were in second chapter of Principles of Management, that is planning and decision making. And this is the last session of this chapter, planning and decision making, that is 20th session. And in today's class, we are going to learn meaning, advantages and disadvantages of decision making techniques. And before we could start off with decision making techniques, meaning, advantages and disadvantages, let us look at what has been discussed in the previous session. In the previous session, we have discussed individual decision making and group decision making. And the learning objectives of this session is, after this session, the students are able to learn meaning, merits and demerits of all the decision making techniques. And coming to the decision making technique, Delphi technique. So before we could go for advantages, let us look at the meaning of Delphi technique. The name Delphi technique indicates a shrine at which the ancient Greek used to pray for information about future. So the Delphi technique was used by the Greek people where the Greek people, it is the place where Greek people prayed for information about their future. In Delphi technique of decision making, members are scattered over large distances and they do not have face-to-face interaction for decision making, and members are selected because they are subject experts or have relevant information to share. A small group of members design questionnaire which is administered in large group. The result obtained are then tabulated and used in developing revised questionnaire. The questionnaire is then completed by large group and the result of first round are fed back to the respondent group to use these in their subsequent responses. The process is repeated several times until the response converges satisfactorily or a consensus is reached. So this is the meaning of Delphi technique. So in Delphi technique, we got to know that there are many members involved where there is a no face-to-face interaction and questionnaire is designed several times and then they come to a conclusion or decision making after reaching a consensus. And coming to the advantages of Delphi technique. And Delphi technique eliminates the interpersonal problems among panelists since each person is not knowing, alright. So automatically the interpersonal problems can be eliminated. Then the second advantage is Delphi technique is an efficient use of experts' time. It makes uses the experts' time in an efficient way. Then adequate time for reflection and analysis of respondents is provided under Delphi technique. And the fourth advantage is diversity and quantity of ideas is generated under Delphi technique. That is, the members can generate as many ideas as possible. Automatically, diverse and many ideas can be generated under Delphi technique. Disadvantages of Delphi technique. So, this is the method which consumes much time and high cost is involved. The second disadvantage is it lacks sufficient basis or support. The third disadvantage is this technique eliminates the sense of motivation. So, we cannot find any motivation under Delphi technique. Coming to the second technique, nominal group technique. So the nominal group technique has been introduced with the intention of eliminating the group decision making technique, technique where in group decision making there involves much time consuming and it is influenced by dominant personnel or members. To eliminate the time consuming and influence of dominant members, the nominal group technique has been introduced. In nominal group technique method, a nominal group exists in name only. That is, the members exist in name only. The members have minimal interaction prior to making decision. That is, before they come to conclusion or decision making, they have a formal interaction among the members. The process of nominal group decision making is as follows. The first step is members are brought together and presented a problem. So, all the members of nominal group are brought together and the problem is presented before them. The second step is each members develop a solution or idea for the given problem in the group and write them on cards. The third one is each member presents idea to the group. So, firstly, under nominal group, all the members are brought together and prior to meeting the problem they have been discussed earlier. So, secondly, the members are each member develops a solution or idea and write them on cards. The third one is each member presents an idea to the group. And the fourth step, when the presentation is over, a brief time allotted for clarification of ideas. The fifth step, group members individually rank the ideas on their preferences for the best alternative by secret ballot. And the last step is based on the above group decision is announced. So, these are the steps which have been followed in nominal group decision technique or nominal group technique. The advantages of nominal group technique. The first advantage is all members get equal opportunity for participation. So, all the members get an opportunity to participate. There won't be any influence by the dominant personnel. The second advantage is no member can dominate the discussion. Alright. The third one is decisions can be taken in the right time due to control of time. So, the decisions are made within the time frame. The expertise of each member is used independently. So, that is expertise of each member is considered. Ego problems and interpersonal problems are solved under nominal group technique method. And nominal group technique method is not free from disadvantages. The first disadvantage is the procedure is too rigid, as we know that the process itself involves many stages or steps. So, it is too rigid. Members may be frustrated. The third disadvantage is members cannot have interpersonal relations under nominal group techniques. The fourth one, group cohesiveness cannot be ensured under nominal group technique. And the fifth disadvantage is ideas cannot be cross-fertilized. Then coming to the next technique, that is brainstorming, meaning and advantages of brainstorming techniques. Before we could go for advantages, let us see about meaning. Brainstorming technique was originally adopted by Alex Osborne in 1938. So, it was adopted by Alex Osborne in the year 1938 in an American company in order to encourage creative thinking in a group of 6 to 8 people. So, brainstorming means using the brain to storm the problem. So, the participants should be connected with problem directly or closely. So, the guidelines or basic guidelines for conducting brainstorming techniques. The first step is generate as many ideas as possible. So, in the first step of brainstorming technique, so the experts are allowed to the members to come up with as many ideas as possible. The second one, be creative, freewheeling and imaginative. The third one is built upon piggyback, extend or combine earlier ideas. The fourth basic guideline is withhold criticism of other ideas. So, this is the meaning of brainstorming techniques. Coming to the advantages. The first advantage of brainstorming technique is group members would be enthusiastic, involved immensely and emotional, which is required. Then the second advantage is broader participation of the members. So, as many members can be allowed, that is mainly 6 to 8 members is a large group of members. Then the third one is high task orientation and high relation orientation will be maintained under brainstorming techniques. Members have a sense of belongingness and the final product is the team effort. Disadvantages. The first disadvantage of this method is some members may fear that their ideas may be looked down by others. Alright. The second one is criticism of ideas kills creativity. So, criticism is not allowed. So, automatically it kills the creativity. Then, some people may dominate the process of decision making. The next technique is the dialectic decisions method. So, meaning it is a technique used to overcome the problem in the group decision making, wherein the group members quickly agree to one alternative proposal and might overlook more promising solution than the chosen one. Thus, this technique ensures full consideration of alternatives. Next method, the decision tree method or the decision tree analysis, meaning it is a powerful decision making tool which initiates a structured non-parametric approach for problem solving. It facilitates the evaluation and comparison of the various options and the results and helps to choose the most competitive alternative. Advantages of decision tree analysis. The advantages can be put in the diagram. The first advantage is the decision tree analysis depicts most suitable project solution. So, they come up with suitable project solution for the problem. So, the second one is these techniques easy classification and data interpretation. They makes easy the classification of data and the interpretation of the data. The third advantage is this technique assists multiple decision making tools. The fourth one is it considers both categorical and numerical data as well. And this method initiates variable analysis. So, these are the advantages of decision tree analysis, and for further studies, you can follow the link given here. Disadvantages of decision tree analysis is put in the following diagram. The first one is this method is inappropriate for excessive data. Since the excessive data, it is inappropriate. Then difficult to handle numerous outcomes. It is very difficult to handle very numerous outcomes. Chances of classification error. So, this method may come up with classification of errors, and there might be impact of variance in this method, and this method might be unsuitable for continuous variables. Then this method is sensitive towards biases. Then this method is expensive process. So these are the disadvantages of the decision tree analysis, and for further study you can visit the website given in the source. Then the next decision making technique is consensus decision making. Meaning of consensus decision making: it refers to the group decision making process in which participants develop and decide on proposals with the aim or requirement of acceptance by all. So they come up with a decision which is accepted by all the members in the group. The focus on avoiding negative opinion differentiates consensus from unanimity, which requires all participants to positively support a decision. Advantages of consensus decision making. So the first advantage of this method is sharing of power, and this method is not dominated by few people, but the power is shared among the members of the group, and this method give a chance for building communities, and this method makes better decisions, and this method gets the things done, and this method is protecting minority needs and opinions, and this method gives a social justice. Disadvantages of consensus decision making: it's a time consuming method, and it's a method of decision making where certain things are compromised. Then there are things which gives a wrong impression, and habits of consultation. Then not necessarily the best decision. The consensus decision making might not be the best decision making in all the situations. And comparison of individual decision making and group decision making. And individual decision making is typically faster than group decision making, but it comes up with fewer ideas, whereas group decision making has diversity of ideas and can give back on others' ideas, but group decision takes longer time. Then the second one, comparison, is individual decision making is best. Individual in a group usually outperforms the group, and it identifying the best individual can be challenging. Group decision making, greater commitment to ideas exists, and the disadvantage can be group decision making or group dynamics such as groupthink can occur. And the last advantage of individual decision making is there exists accountability, and accountability is easier to determine under individual decision making, but the problem is possible to put off making decisions if left alone to do it. And coming to the group decision making, so the last advantage of group decision making is interaction can be fun and serves as a team building task, whereas group decision making, the disadvantage is social loafing, harder to identify responsibility for decisions. So these are the comparison between individual decision making and group decision making. For further studies, you can visit the information given in the source. Summary. So, In this class, we have come across group decision making techniques and the meaning, advantages and disadvantages of decision making techniques. Thank you, students. Meet you in the next class. And we have come to the end of the second chapter.